What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. There is a lot that we need to talk about, so let's do this. The first thing I want to talk about is, Donald Trump started off by, mocking one of the worst Native American massacres in U.S. history in order to score him some political points. Basically, I was talking about the video that Elizabeth Warren did. He kept calling her Pocahontas and tweeting everything else along the way. Now, last weekend, so on Friday, a group of young white teenagers were following in the footsteps of taunting Native American elders at the Indigenous Peoples March in Washington, D.C. And this was on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, no less. Now, there is a video of Nathan Phillips, a Vietnam veteran and former director of the Native Youth Alliance, who was being harassed by Nick Sandmann, who recently released a statement about, the whole confrontation between him and Phillips, while he was wearing a self-assured smirk and wearing a Make America Great Again hat, where he was standing inches away from Nathan Phillips while he was, banging on the drum. So, check out this video. Now, after watching that video, you just go, why? Why are these boys doing that and everything else on the way? And there are many angles showing of the boys surrounding Nathan and the others, chanting, build that wall and everything along the way. But then when Sandmann released a statement, he denied mocking Phillips. He believed that he was diffusing the situation. Now, people are trying to figure out, what do you mean by diffusing that situation? Well, earlier during this whole march, apparently there was a group of African Americans that were taunting the kids by saying hurtful things and everything else on the way, and they figured, I guess they figured when Nathan and his group was coming out there to, try to make a difference out there, they thought it'd be great to stand around them, making fun of them and everything else on the way. Now, the boys' school, Covington Catholic School, they are investigating this, and they are trying to figure out how to punish these boys and everything along the way. Now, Nathan is basically, he's a keeper of the sacred pipe. He, scaling reports, and each year he hosts a ceremony honoring Native American veterans at the Arlington National Cemetery. And, a lot he does, it's wonderful. He's a hero to a lot of people. And, on Friday, it was the first annual Indigenous Peoples March, which was organized by a coalition of tribal councils, activists, and youth leaders to raise awareness and on issues facing their community, from police brutality all the way to mental illness and violence against women. Now, again, watching this video, you think so much is going on here, and it's just weird, And after this happened, Phillips went on, he did an interview, and he was wiping away the tears because of the reaction. He's like, how are these kids, treating us like this, everything else on the way. And he goes, I fear for like the children in our future and everything else on the way. Now, the episode also casts a dark shadow over the March for Life and annual anti-abortion demonstration that drew thousands of protesters and surprise appearances from Friday from Trump and Pence. Now, basically, you can see in the video, students have traveled to Washington, D.C. to attend this gathering, which held the same time as the Indigenous Peoples March was going on. And, it was demonstrations that had begun to die down when the students began harassing the Native American elders in the video. Again, just watching this video, it's so much going on. He thinks it's funny. All the other kids around Nathan thinks it's funny. It's not funny. It's really not. We live in a nation where people think that you can show hatred, you can show racism towards one another, but that's so much to be said. And these boys think that they're in the wrong and everything else. No, you clearly have done so much. Nathan Phillip felt harassed about this. He was out there, he was trying to make a difference, but these kids, they try to make fun of him and his culture and everything else on the way. And I, for one, I am on Nathan Phillip's side, and he's a brave hero for being out there and everything along the way. And I would love to shake his hand one day. The second thing I want to talk about is, have you guys been on Twitter or following about this whole Cardi B, Tomi Lahren feud going on? Well, apparently, musician Cardi B and Fox News commentator. Wait, she's now on Fox News now? Anyways, Tomi Lahren sparred on Twitter a few days ago over Cardi B's, critical comments about the whole government shutdown. Now, Cardi B, she shared a video on Instagram and on social media as well about, several days slamming Donald Trump over the budget and how, he has left over 800,000 federal workers prolonged or working without pay. Now, in response to this video, Tomi Lahren, she went on Twitter. She said, "Looks like Cardi B is the latest genius political mind to endorse the Democrats." Ha! Keep it up, you guys. MAGA 2020. And then Cardi B, she clapped back, y'all. You know how to do that. Clap back. Anyway, she went and she said, leave me alone or I will dog walk you. And I don't know what happened there. Well, I kind of do know what happened there. They going back and forth, Basically, it was crazy, and it's just a lot going on. And all I can say is, damn. But yeah, I mean, with this whole government shutdown, there's a lot going on. People are losing jobs. People are not being able to purchase certain things and everything else on the way. And that's just the house. I think we're at day 29 or 30. I can't remember. I don't know what day we're on, but it's a lot to bear with, and I understand from Cardi B's viewpoint. The last thing I want to talk about is it's kind of a very important day today. Today, we honor a great man by the name of Martin Luther King Jr., the most important voice of the American civil rights movement, which worked for equal rights for all. If MLK was still alive today, he would have been 90 years old if he was not assassinated in 1968. 90 years old. He would have seen everything going on in our nation, everything else along the way. Now, Dr. King, he made a legacy for us to so many ways. Former President Barack Obama said via Twitter, he said that he always drew inspiration from what Dr. King called life's most persistent and urgent question. What are you doing for others? And that is true. What are you doing for others? There's so much going on. He stood up for so much. He stood up for racism. He stood up for hope, change, inspiration. He stood up for equal rights. He stood up for so much going on and everything else on the way. I mean, I don't know if y'all even know about this, but Trump and Pence went to the statue of Dr. King in Washington, D.C., and he only stood there for probably like a minute to 2 minutes. I've never been there, and if I was there, I would be there for just hours and just, think about all the great things he's done for us and whatnot and everything else on the way. And, if Dr. King was still alive today and he saw all of this hatred, he saw all of this racism, all of this bigotry going on and everything else along the way, he would just look and he'd go, you guys are fools. Fools for the way y'all are acting. Fools for all this hatred, all this bigotry, all this racism, everything going on in our nation right now. We are all fools. And he will go by reciting his great speech, I Have a Dream. Every year when I hear that from my pastor, it brings up so many memories, Brings up memories about everything from, from the beginning of my life all the way to right now. So much going on. My family's dealt with racism, all this kind of thing and everything else in the way. And if Dr. King didn't, say that I have a dream speech or anything else on the way, I wouldn't even be living with like people of different races. It would be so much going on right now. So to Dr. King, I say thank you. To his family, I say thank you for the fight that we going on right now and everything else towards our future. And if if there's anything on your mind, let me know, okay? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let people know I'm out there for you guys, because I'm always out there for you guys, because no matter what, I'm out there trying to get that good information. Like, did any of you guys go see the blood moon last night? I mean, I did. I took photos of it, and it was really good, and so much more, okay? But I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about the whole Indigenous People March. What you guys think about Nathan Phillips or Nick Sandman? What do you guys think about this whole feud between Cardi B and Tomi Lahren? What is your favorite MLK quote? If you're older and if you were there during the speech, what was going through your mind when you were there? Okay, let me know. I would love to know. And whenever you subscribe, hit that little bell just to let you know that I'm always got a video out every week. All right. I love you guys no matter what. Peace out.